Hello and welcome back to Kita's Creation. So I attempted to make a video prior to this one, just FYI. I'm making foaming bath bomb powder, okay? So I did start the video, but the camera stopped rolling on me, so I'm kind of having to start all over again. But I've already put the products in this bowl. So what I'm going to do is just do a brief recap of everything that I used. So you will need a cup of baking soda. You're going to need a cup of baking soda. You're going to need a half cup of citric acid. You're going to need a 1/4 cup of this SLA powder or any other surfactant that you have. You're going to need about a 1.5 cups of this Epsom salt. You're going to need a colorant and a fragrance of your choice. So I've put everything, and the oil too. So you'll need about a couple teaspoons of this, maybe 1 tablespoonful of course, I'm not exact with the measurements. I'm going to say maybe a tablespoon if you're going to make the full recipe. Of course, you know, if you make half the recipe, then you want to cut this amount in half. So I have everything in here already. So what I'm going to use is, and like in my last video, I mentioned that preferably, because this is going in the tub, and this is mica powder, which is a mineral. Now the mineral mica powder will kind of cling and create a ring in the tub. So preferably I would use like food coloring or whatever, but for the sake of this demonstration, I'm just going to use mica. Now you can pick whatever color you want. I'm just going to use a little bit of this blue because I have this particular essential oil, and it's kind of like one that you would use if you had a cold or whatever and you were trying to decongest. You would put it maybe in the humidifier. That's what this reminds me of. It has like that eucalyptus type of smell to it. So, for whatever reason, it reminds me of the color blue. So I'm going to use blue mica. So we'll start with that. And you don't want to be heavy-handed, as I always say. With mica powder, you just want to use just a little bit to color it. So I'm going to show you what it looks like after it's all mixed in. And of course, with these powders, you want to use a little bit of liquid, like just a very little amount of water, maybe a couple drops, because you don't want it to get to the point to where it's clumping together. So you want to use just enough to kind of mix everything together, like bind it, but you don't want to make it to the same consistency you would, let's say, a bath bomb. And if you notice with bath bombs, you want to get bath bombs a little moist, just a little, without over activating the products that are in there. Because if you put too much water in either one of these, it's not going to work. It's going to activate everything before you actually get a chance to use it. So you want to literally go by the drop when you're making this stuff. So with this, you can kind of get an idea. I know my lighting is not all that great, but you can kind of see the color blue. It's kind of a lightish blue. Okay. And of course, I have one that's already made that I made earlier today. And I made it in a mint, like peppermint scent. So I tinted it just very light green. And I want to show you guys the reaction from this. So this is what I want you to see. Hold on, let me get some water. So I have some regular water, and I have this old dish that I do a lot of like soaping and stuff in, so it's kind of cloudy looking, but it serves the purpose. So So I'm going to put a little bit of this in here so you guys can see how it reacts. And keep in mind, this is not regular bath bomb powder because it has that SLA in there, which is like, you know, a foaming surfactant. It gives products that sudsy effect. What this is going to do is not only foam up, but it's going to kind of like add the suds to your bath as well. So when you're taking a bath, after you make this powder, you know, obviously just store it in a cool, dry place. But when you get ready to take a bath, you're going to take a few spoonfuls and dump it into your water. Of course, it's going to fizz up, but I'm going to show you what else it's going to do. So as you can see, it fizzes, but it also foams. So it gives you a really rich lather that you can use, you know, like soap. You can literally use it as soap. So that's the purpose of the SLA powder. And you don't have to use that one if you want more of a natural surfactant, which I'm investing in. I just haven't done it yet. Then by all means use a different one. But just for the sake of this video, this is what I had on hand, so this is what I'm using. So anyway, guys, if you like this video and you want to see more content like this, again, I'm going to be making videos that are relatable to people like you and me that aren't really used to using, you know, the scale to weigh things out. I'm going to make recipes that are really, really simple and easy to follow. And if that's something that you're interested in, by all means, I'm trying to build this community up. So like my video and subscribe to the channel. That would help me out tremendously. And until then, guys, you have a wonderful day. And I hope you enjoy this product.